All right, you guys are good to go.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, welcome everybody. This is our last meeting for 2025. We have a start time of 4:29. Do we have any public input this evening at all? Don't think that we do, so we'll move on. I placed in front of several places a calendar for the 2026 year. The only two issues that I could come up with were actually in January and July. So I pushed January back a week. So I think New Year's Day is on the Thursday of that week. And then I forget what the date was for July 9th, or why I pushed it back to July 9th, but I think the July 3rd is the Thursday, so most people.
Good call.
So we put it back. So if I can make this official, if anybody has any issues with I sent that out to everybody, I thought too, so you can review it. So if everybody's kosher with this schedule, we will go ahead and
I make a motion to approve the schedule.
have a motion. Brian, have a second from Chuck. All in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
All opposed, same sign. All right, this is the 2026 meeting schedule. Would you like to have a copy of that?
Yeah.
And then Leslie, I know with Rich not being here, we need to get that to whomever it needs to go to. I assume who would be council that we need to send that to? The meeting schedule. They always want a copy of, so mainly so they can book reserve.
I can send it to Daylene and
Daylene.
send it to Daylene.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is there anybody else we should send it to, you think?
Not that I know of. I mean,
Okay.
Daylene will
Tina.
forward it out.
Yeah.
Tina need it too?
Yeah, I'll send it to Tina.
The commissioner, maybe,
Yeah.
yeah.
Those two probably need, and then I think they use that, and then we also need to send it to the Republic too.
Yeah,
So if you could please.
I
send that.
actually, we did that, I did that last week
Okay,
because they had sent us a request for it, so we got that sent.
oh, okay, all right, good. I'm glad we approved it then. Thank goodness. Okay, so calendar's been approved. All right, we'll have some staff input. I know Cora is not going to be here this evening. She's at another meeting, but she did say that she'd hope to see us at the Christmas party. So Bob Moore was here with Heflin Park. What do you got, Bob? Anything happening? It's closed
Oh,
and cold. Any kind of issues towards the end of the year that you can think of, know of?
Got everything winterized before it got real cold, didn't you, Bob? Huh?
they did.
Yeah, I did too at home, so,
Yeah.
Bad thing is, this isn't
Huh?
cold. This isn't real cold.
yeah.
He's from Detroit.
Oh, well, yeah,
And they said,
I spent 2.5 years up there, so.
Well,
This is not much snow either.
I think we're gonna see some cold here
Yeah,
coming.
we are.
I think we are.
What's that, global warming?
Anything for Bob and Heflin Park, board members? We're good? Thank you. Hey, we don't really have anything either, so we're good. We'll
Thanks
have
for the
some
work this
financial
year.
stuff.
Yeah.
We'll have some financial stuff. We have Adam Dunn here with Dunn Stadium. Adam?
I kind of got to start on our 2026 schedule. For the spring, summer, which is March, April, May, June. We got 17 confirmed dates, 3 still to verify that we think will be filled up, and we got 2 that are still open that we're trying to get filled. Typically August stays open. We usually have an event or 2. Sometimes that's when Toyota comes out to do their employee tournament, so that we got that left open right now. And then for next fall, we got 6 confirmed dates and 4 that are still open that we're looking to fill. So 23 confirmed events, 3 more to verify. We'll be somewhere between 26 and 30 events should be next year.
What would be a complete full schedule?
Full scale,
Just don't talk, you don't have to.
22, 32. Full schedule would be like 30, probably 35-ish
So
weekend.
we're almost there.
Yeah,
Yeah, we're almost there.
3 to 4 years ago, they had 38 weekends. And that was,
Yeah.
remember that?
We had that. That's how many we had scheduled.
Yeah.
Mother
Sometimes
Nature
they
plays
don't,
nice,
yeah.
we get to do all those, but typically in August too, we'll sprinkle in a couple other things besides the Toyota event. We'll try to fill some holes there with some We did a 14 friendly last year, with one of the Gator team, a couple other stuff.
You had some pretty nice November weather for tournaments that were those late ones, right?
Yeah, it went real well. We, just the way the dates fell, everything seemed to be bumped up a weekend. So we had that extra weekend. The one weekend was like a Halloween weekend, but Halloween tournaments were the weekend before that. So that November tournament got bumped up. We used the second November weekend. So
Good.
went well. They didn't have a bunch of teams that last weekend, but the weather was nice. We did a little one day. So,
Anything else?
no, sir.
Anything for Adam? All right. Like I said, there's no core this evening, and we'll go into park board member input. And you know, Kim, we've had a couple meetings, more than a couple meetings. You've been here, and I've not put you down. And we always have our liaison having a moment to shine. So I apologize for that. So I even put you at the first,
Oh, my God.
so you could be whatever you need to talk
What a
about,
guy.
if you have anything to talk about.
No, I mean, I don't have anything necessarily to talk about.
Okay.
I mean, I learned after the second meeting that as a liaison, I shouldn't be voting, so I've learned to keep my mouth
That is
shut.
true, yes.
We didn't give you a meeting.
Yeah,
I don't know which way you want to vote.
But no, I just appreciate it. I really appreciate the feedback that I've given from a council standpoint, it being taken to heart and applied, and Rich has done a good job of doing that and applying that, and I think it's served us well in county council meetings as well, so
Good.
I just appreciate all of the good, partnership.
thank you. Well,
Yeah.
for several years, I think we were swinging and missing on that, so I'm glad we
When you
have.
say several, you really mean
Well-
decades.
Yeah,
You talk about a breath of fresh air, huh?
yeah, probably. And I don't mean to speak ill.
No.
It was just kind of how it was. So anyway,
Well, and, you know, I do think it's very beneficial for the council to hear things ahead of time,
I agree.
you know, so.
I don't like to have somebody introduce something 5
Right,
seconds before we're gonna have a
Right,
meeting.
so I mean, it helps.
Yeah.
So I try to do that. So,
Okay, well,
Good.
thank you. We
Thank you.
appreciate that
and
very
Rich
much.
does just outside of this meeting, just so everyone here knows, Rich does a good job of keeping me like, hey, this is going on, like, if you want to know this, if you get any questions on this or whatever. So I appreciate that because that
Okay.
also puts me in a good position that I can say, oh yeah, this is what's
Yeah, we
going
do
on.
that, yeah.
So the open communication is great.
All right,
If
thanks.
you need anything else from me, please let me know.
Sure. No, it's not over yet, so,
There you
all
go.
right. I can't believe I'm saying this, but Jim Mahoney's here.
Hey, Jim.
So Jim, I know it's been kind of an
Proud to be
interesting,
here. I thank you for the plaque that you laid on that stone. Means a lot.
Well done, well
Appreciate it.
done.
yes, it's, you've, served a long time, and a plaque probably doesn't, cover all the stuff,
How
but,
long have I served?
Jim, I don't know.
I don't know.
Here before I was,
87
so
years.
I've been here.
87 years, was it?
87 years, maybe? Yeah.
How old was the stone that we put the plaque on? No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, maybe that, yeah.
I mean,
If
Jim's,
we can carbon date that, maybe that'll explain that.
I mean, Jim's just a day older than baseball.
Just play old baseball. It seems like yesterday that we came aboard. See, I have seen a lot of change in our board here over the years, and it's to the better. It was a fly by the seat of your pants years ago, and that's how it operated. But we're doing better now. I'm real proud to be a board member.
Thanks, Jim. Well, we appreciate that. And like I said, I'm glad to see, I'm kind of shocked that you were here. So, that's wonderful.
Yeah.
Prayers
Very
do,
surprised.
prayers help and answer. So, all right.
We were. gonna
Anything
talk
else
about
you can think of? I know you probably don't have much because you haven't been,
Pardon?
you have anything else?
No,
Okay.
I'm gonna lay low for
No,
December.
you're fine. You are fine. You have permission to do so. All right, we'll move on to Dave Apple.
A
Financial
couple of
numbers?
things. I drove up by Newton Park, saw the plaque, the place looks good, the shelter house and the picnic tables and everything, and the plaque looks excellent. Talked to Rich the other day. He's supposed to go before council on Monday
To
to
do
get final
appropriation.
approval on the transfer of funds out of non-reverting to pay for the parking lot down at, but the council didn't have a meeting in
In November.
November, so that's supposed to happen on Monday. And also I got the final numbers here for the year. Heflin was $34,474.61, according to what was turned in the bank, and Adam just gave me an update that he'll come in this month, but Dunn will be at 20,654 for the year. So that's, combined is $55,128.61. That'll go on, that's been going into the non-reverted. The taxes have been paid out of it. Everything's clear. Rich has the ledgers and all that stuff from everybody. So that's where we're at for the year end.
As someone who doesn't have prior year experience, is that about on par with prior years?
No, that's lower than, I was looking for my numbers from last year. Last year was almost 64,000, if I remember right.
Well, we had weather, and I know that.
Pardon?
We had weather.
And weather,
Yeah.
yeah, I had weather issues and some other issues, but that's a pretty good ballpark figure. What we've had, I can't find. Let's see. Yeah, I don't know where 24's numbers at.
Oh, that's okay. I didn't mean to.
23 was 61,000, so, and done it that year was 23 and half one was 37, almost 38, so we're in the ballpark here, but, we had rain and hot weather, and I think, one day we had flooding, had to move everybody out, so, and when that happens, then you got deals with the ballpark and all that, so that's not a bad number, okay?
This wasn't in the red. Anything else?
Nope,
So,
plan on being there next Wednesday, so.
okay, I'm gonna get to that.
Wow.
Are you, for the 2025 financial year, are you closed? Like, is your business closed as far as financials go?
No, I gotta talk to Rich, cause he's got all that on his computer now, and what we do is we look at year end, and if we'll go spend money on supplies. We'll encumber what we have to, but on encumberment, you have to have a contract or something like that, but I'll get
We'll
with
have it
him.
closed by the end of the year.
We'll deal with that within the next 2 weeks. There's a drop dead date that you have to have it done by.
Okay.
But we always make sure and run those numbers down as best we can. And, if it's, in the supply column, he'll go, get extra whatever. Same way with the materials from John Deere or whoever. And then of course, we're getting ready to, put electricity in the barn, in the shed down there. A lot of that's our people's gonna do, so that's another thing that we pull out. But we'll get a handle on that, no problem.
All right,
Okay?
perfect.
Yeah.
Anything else for Dave? All right, Brian, our board secretary, do you have anything?
I do not.
All right, thank you. Chuck,
Dennis asked Austin to give us an update on the master plan. He sent a reply last night.
I've got it.
Darren's got it in, you got it in there?
Yeah.
Okay. That's all I had.
All right. So that brings to me, so if you flip your page, it's on the other side. So the most important thing, a reminder is our Christmas party is Wednesday, December 10th. Just a quick show of hands who might be there. I have two. I'll have two.
I might be one.
It's at Mother Bear's Pizza, and our staff, everybody's welcome. So,
I see what's going on.
Up there in the mall, Jim.
yeah.
Yeah, by the Nexus Park.
Mother Bear's Pizza in their Nexus Park. We're gonna meet Wednesday, December 10th at 6 p.m.
Okay. I'll be there.
So I'm guessing probably at least 10 to 12 for sure.
Right.
And if there's more, then they can fit us too. I've already.
They're gonna do the back room for
I
you.
hope they're gonna take us back into the nether regions back there, so we'll see.
They got that side room, I think.
Yeah, they've got a couple of places back there, so that's the most important part, so. All right, and Chuck did mention, how do you pronounce his last name? Hochstetter? Hochstetter?
Hochstetler.
Hochstetler. So I did email Austin, and I kind of summarized it. So you can read it. The biggest thing is he did submit a draft plan to the DNR. So it gave them the information that they needed, but it definitely was not complete. There's a lot of placeholders in it. Because placeholders is what we're waiting for, the survey information, the focused meeting groups,
Okay.
the meetings with
Thank you.
individual stakeholders, all that information is yet to be put in this document. He still needs to review with Rich, and of course, the meeting got delayed due to the scheduling conflicts, and unfortunately, with Rich's mother passing, that also a wrench into things, but he's hoping to connect. When he says Friday, I assume tomorrow, but that could be next Friday too, I'm not sure. He did send a document of of the master plan that he's working on. I didn't bring it, print it off, because he does not want it distributed widely. So I figured, well, what better way to not have it distributed if I don't bring it? So I'm not gonna, there's really no need, because it's not ready.
It's a draft.
It's a draft. He does say a community survey report's due, from ETC, is expected soon, and then after he gets that, then there'll be an open online survey will happen after that. He's working on stakeholder focus groups are being coordinated to meet with those folks. And then if there's any questions, they can be directed back to Austin if we have any from, so it is being worked on. The biggest thing it sounds like is just waiting for the survey information to start coming back. And then that's where the real fun begins. I don't know what our status is of our truck purchase. Do you have any idea where we're at on that?
We've got the 3 bids. We're just trying to find the time to get him down and get him in front of the commissioners
Okay,
and to get it going. So we're probably going to encumber it again this year. And then the 1st of January, we'll go full force on it.
okay.
But if we get their blessing on it, we can come
Yeah.
off of the bid,
Yeah.
off of the bid.
Yeah.
No problem.
Well, we've had 3 bids now, so that's,
Yeah.
so that's good. All right. I don't know, I don't know if you've been past Dunn Stadium. If you looked at our Facebook page for our county parks, but Dunn Stadium parking lot looks great. They did a really good job. The lines look nice and straight.
One mess up that we gotta get Richie to fix. And
Okay,
that's right there by the bathroom. They put it regular parking when it
It's
should have
supposed to be
been.
handicapped.
oh, okay. Well, luckily, we're not using it right now,
Yeah.
so.
Right.
Well, we had pickleballers last week.
You some,
Oh, yeah.
hardcore.
So they are aware.
They're dressed like Eskimos.
Well, we just noticed it,
Yeah, we just saw it today.
Oh,
so,
okay,
and
well,
Richie's gone.
they'll be good to come back.
Do we remove snow off of those for them to continue to use them,
Well,
or?
it's kind of odd. I don't know if it was just the way the weather happened this time, but even though we ended up with 4 inches of snow, the next day we get out there by midday, they're clear.
It was melting.
It would have melted off.
Sunshine or what.
Most of the parking lot surfaces that actually have a right kind of pitch for drainage were pretty dry within a day.
I mean, at some point, we'll remove the nets and probably the poles just to make sure they don't get weather beaten, but.
Which tells me that they did a pretty good job grading that.
Would have appreciated the heads up on that, Brian. I wouldn't have had to shovel my driveway.
Yeah.
I didn't get the memo.
So the parking lot did get done, and it's gonna be good for the coming year, so. Do you have any information on the BMX track expansion? Has there been any discussion there at all?
No.
Okay. I know you mentioned that county highway's gonna have to get involved
Yeah.
with these things, but I would really like to kind of appease them. They've been good partners, and it will benefit the
Yeah.
county as well.
Agreed.
Having that and having a big race, so we really kind of need to knock that out of the park. I know we talked about the pole barn and you talked about electricity, but there was a pending question about if it was too cold to pour. I just realized I just spelled pour wrong. Typo, not spelled wrong. I don't know if we ever got an answer to that, but I know, Brian, you kind of disagreed with that statement about pouring concrete in the winter. I know they do all the time, so.
It is harder.
It's harder.
You gotta manage it a little better.
Right. So I don't know where we're at on that, but, I don't know, that may be a back to a spring thing. I don't know, so.
Well, I'll say this. If I get a company tell me they're uncomfortable about pouring concrete in cold weather, I would question how well they do concrete
Yeah,
overall.
that'd be a question I'd have.
Yeah.
That's truly a question.
Let me talk to your last customer, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I do that a lot.
Any other outstanding business or any kind of,
Heck, we poured freaking concrete 2 days ago.
Yeah,
The day before the snow hit.
but they gotta know what they're doing.
Yeah,
Yeah, but they pour basements all the time with concrete walls in the
Yeah.
middle of winter.
You just, it's, like I said, it's a different mix, and it's a little more labor intensive for finishing, but,
I don't know who's gonna be doing it.
and then you gotta protect it with some blanket and keep it, you know.
Honestly, do we know who was the contractor that was supposed to, that they got to do that?
Case, I believe, is the name I remember Rich saying,
Which surprised me.
which I would think Case could do.
Oh, yeah, I mean, that's why it was kind of shocking.
I'm gonna be with their owner this evening. Want me to say something to him?
I mean, you can, but I wouldn't like push the issue, but just say, but that's what you guys were saying, and obviously we have a person on board that knows. We all kind of know that actually, that you can. So I don't know what the issue was and why they said they couldn't.
I'll ask him.
I mean, there is
That's
more,
them.
there is more risk of cracking and things like that, which means your customer could be unsatisfied. So, I mean, I get where they would rather do it in better weather, but to say that they can is not a true statement.
Well, to be honest with you, we really don't have any information here right now, so.
Well, and if push comes to shove, you know, if we got a contract that'll do it and we've got the money there, if they can't get it done, then we'll just encumber it and they can do it when they can.
That'll be a rich thing.
Yeah,
That'll be a rich-
Yeah, and if it's not causing him undue harm by not pouring it now, I mean,
Right. so
So here's some things, so anybody else have any new business, kind of current outstanding business that's going on that we need to bring up at this point? Okay, so quick park review. I didn't have a whole lot of park stuff. I did talk with, Dr. Bozeman with BCSC with the ongoing discussion with Mount Healthy. So one of the concerns that was brought up at our last meeting was, what the area, once they pick up and leave, you know, the area, what will it be like? And they are responsible for, the area once they finish and pick up and
They
leave.
have
get
to
it
include
back.
the area that they're talking about in their stormwater plan.
Yeah.
That will ensure that it's
Yeah.
put back.
So with that in mind and speaking with him that they are responsible, I went ahead and just, I gave him the green light to,
Yeah.
to proceed. So I don't think it's gonna be an issue because we've been dealing with this now for 2 or 3 other construction projects that have been going on BCSC. So then they've all put it back in.
It's standard stuff,
Yeah. I know we were still working to get quotes for field turf and irrigation at Dunn. Do you know if that ever?
We're on, right now, we've got 2, and we're trying to find a third one.
Okay, that's for field turf
Yes,
or irrigation?
it's the field turf.
Okay.
And then we'll have to figure out from that point, because the first guy we met with, he said that you didn't have to have the irrigation underneath. And as you guys know, our irrigation's bad as it is
Right.
anyway, and we're having issues.
Right.
So that's our other problem, is trying to figure out, do we want to put the irrigation in and go with that? Or do we just want to put the turf in and be done with the irrigation in the fields?
I would want to put turf on the irrigation system that's in there if this needs to be.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I talked to the guy that comes out and helps me with our irrigation. And he told me that the lines would have to be moved. That would run up under, that we have our main lines running in the dirt. And we would have to take and move them outside.
to put turf in,
Yes.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
That makes sense.
You gotta be able to work, you gotta be able to work on it, yeah.
yeah.
But if we didn't put an irrigation system, then how do we keep our outfield grass somewhat?
They'll have to do it
It's a
differently.
main line, we're gonna have to move it.
But you're gonna have irrigation work regardless of whether we put turf in.
Yeah, because it's an old system.
You're gonna have to move it,
It's bad.
situate it for the turf,
So we
or
might as
you're
well do it
gonna
right.
fix it for,
Yeah.
to keep the grass.
Might as well do it right.
do it right the first time, forget about it.
I mean, not that we're gonna be able to act with the turf,
But make it sense,
but we need
Dave.
to get it, we need information to be able to be in our plan.
We need a number.
We need numbers.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's okay. Do we have any news, Leslie, at all you remember about the septic situation at Heflin?
That, no, I don't know anything about it.
Either, Kim?
Thought we were waiting on the approval for the budgets.
Well, it was my understanding that
Budget's
council and commissioners were supposed to be getting together and brainstorming how they were gonna get paid for.
Oh,
Yes.
So we had a conversation during budget, so we put in the truck and the dump trailer,
Yes.
wrong term, on the parks budget. But we pushed the Heflin to the commissioners, and I had Lennox I pushed back and said, so if it goes back to the commissioners, because it was originally supposed to come out of the commissioner money in the first place, because we were gonna use some of the or the funds from COVID.
Yeah.
And then we didn't get it spent in time, so they reallocated it to the courthouse, but it would have come out of the commissioner budget anyway. So they confirmed. So if you have any, if we have any problems, let me know.
Okay.
I just don't know where it's at.
No.
I mean, that's the part we don't know.
Well, I think we just need to like get with them and say, okay, do we have the bids to do the work? And then get it approved
We
and to
did it one
spend.
time, but then that's been, I mean, we've been talking about
It's been a
this
long
for,
time
I mean,
ago.
we've been- this is-
Yeah.
I would imagine they'll still honor the bid.
Yeah.
That type of job, things don't change too much.
It's been well over.
They would have to recheck the material cost probably, but I haven't heard anything about pipe and, PVC and that
Yeah,
kind of
Used
stuff.
to
the
manage the
materials on that,
material.
it's the labor and the work that's the cost in that more than the materials.
Well, what fluctuates is the material costs. And that's why most people say their quotes are good for 30 days, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Have you a blueprint of where it's gonna be laid?
Yeah, they had it all drawn out, all
designed.
It looked good, Jim. It's basically gonna be under the road for a while.
Okay,
As it goes up the hill, then it'll get under the road and just follow the road up till the first tie-in point there at the.
Driftwood.
But they were also gonna have to change electrical service for the pump as well. They were gonna have to pull in more.
Oh, yeah, they had there was upgrades to the electrical service, at least upgrade to that circuit. I'm trying to remember if there was any modifications to the panel, but I didn't think so. Thought they were gonna drop a separate panel or something like that. And then, they got the electrical work for those pumps and then the pump work and that kind of thing there. But again, some of that is materials and they'll have to recheck that, but chances are that quote won't change too much.
So Dennis, circle that one. And when Rich gets back, my opinion is that should be one of his top priorities because we want all of that complete before the season starts.
Correct.
Yeah, and the longer we wait, the more potential that cost is gonna go up.
Well, and then also the potential for an issue to come about and we're all of a sudden pulling Driftwood.
And the fact that we are somewhere in the very long future thinking about doing restroom work
Yeah,
there.
and you will not do that without.
We'll not do that without that stuff. So we're gonna have to have that before we do any kind of restroom work, so.
So between that, in my opinion, that's probably one of our top.
Leslie, if you can
Yeah.
kind of circle back on that one, and I will too, but if you, I know you'll see
Yeah.
that probably first, so that's something we really need to kind of.
We're gonna
That's one of our revenue sources too.
Well,
so-
let's tear it all up when nobody's there.
Right,
Yeah. But also they've let us hum along, knowing that we were getting quotes.
Right.
At some point, they will draw a line and say,
yes,
okay, how,
okay,
They're
we're
Yeah.
good
gonna
at,
put a stake in the sand when it's big.
Yeah.
we're good at.
The band will stop at some point.
Yeah.
So other than that, does anybody have any other park, questions or concerns?
I went by Anderson Falls, the restroom, squared up, looks good and all that. Of course, it's closed, but there wasn't any water going on in the falls, but there's still people over there doing the trails, so,
Leslie, can you think of anything park wise that we're missing today?
No.
What's going on out there? I mean, it's pretty,
Yeah.
it's that time of the year where there's not a whole lot.
We
Right.
planted today, we
Uh,
planted some grass out at Wayne, so we could get that going out there. That way it's set, we did the ryegrass, because that's what's best to put down now, and then in the spring, we're gonna go out and we're gonna cut out around the bases, we're gonna turn them in to completely grass and fields.
so what about the tree that's leaning on the other man's property?
That has, that's in bids. Rich has to come back, and finish that bidding process up so that they can go in and cut all those trees up, because every one of those on his line are gonna have to be cut out.
Okay,
And, we're still waiting on them to remove the balls and everything out at the front, so that's in a folder and that's all stacked up, ready for him to do.
Have we-
County go over and do some stuff.
Yeah, the county went over and cleaned the parking lot up and got a lot of the brush out of there. So it looks good. We just gotta get that line taken care of, which we've got somebody that can do it. Nate actually spoke with someone a couple of days ago that wants to put in a bid too. So, we've got people wanting to help us.
Have we communicated with the homeowner?
Yes,
Okay.
yeah, we keep in touch with him. He is good with working with us. He's actually called Rich several times and gave him different information that can help us, especially with like the flooding right there next to the diamond. Because anytime it rains, the water just
That
stands.
back one, yeah, that
Yeah.
was bad.
Well, whoever puts in a bid, I mean, I know this goes without saying, but we need to make sure they're bonded.
Yes,
because they enjoy
yeah,
taking out trees.
yeah.
Yeah, that's the bottom line on any person
Okay.
we
Yeah.
get to do anything is you gotta show that before you can. do it.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay, part of the bid process.
right.
Okay, good.
I was gonna tell you, I went by Grammar and the playground equipment, everything there looks good too.
It's funny, we don't get any comments or anything like that about those things when we do them, like Petersville and Grammar, we put those in and not a word I've heard. No one's made a
People
comment.
are more apt to complain than,
Yeah.
That's what, no thank yous, no, hey, we're
Yeah,
glad you
it's
did
just part
this.
of it.
I know.
I wish there was a way to measure traffic on it though,
Yeah,
to show that it's getting used, that it was worth the
When
investment.
we were
That's the
mowing, we
biggest
had
thing.
quite a few grandparents that were bringing the grandkids out. I mean, once we got it in and installed at Petersville, they were there a lot.
One thing about the survey is it does ask those questions for
Yeah.
each location.
Yeah.
So
hoping
we'll,
it gets.
we'll get some feedback that way at least.
Okay, other than that, folks, if we have no other information about the
One
parks.
thing that we need to look at Heflin, is when you're coming in, that right there, that curve, it's pretty much a straight drop off. It's pretty tight when you got campers coming in side by side. We might need to put a rail or something up right there.
Where up at Heflin,
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Rich talks to, the way I got the one out at Anderson Falls is I got Danny Hollinger involved and he came out and looked at it and approved it. So if we go to, the highway department, they would probably be receptive to doing that. If-
I'm just looking at the safety of our campers that are
Right.
coming in. And like I said, it's tight.
Oh,
Even with two
imagine.
vehicles.
If you think it's tight now, you should have seen it when we planned first begun.
Do you think it needs a rail just on one side or on
Yes,
both?
sir.
Yeah.
Probably would be nice.
On the side with the,
Next to the river.
yeah.
This riverside needs a rail.
Yeah.
Could we fill that in? That
That-
against the state?
That'd be a lot of filling.
Rail would probably be easier.
I mean, unless we cut some of that hill out,
That would be.
then we'd have to
Well-
widen the road, you know.
And the other thing, when you get into fill-in, the DNR.
Yeah.
So,
That's what I just said.
but that would be something we'd need to approach.
Fill it in, we'd have to figure something to plan in it to keep it.
We need
from
to
the
approach
road.
county health, what they can do for us.
Let's just get that rail up.
Yeah, Leslie, if you could
Yeah.
make a notation on that
Yeah.
too. Okay, other than that, I have no other park business. So our next meeting, just so you all remember, it will be pushed back a week for that January 8th that we just now officially approved. So January 8th, right here at 4:30 PM.
For that one, can we set up a Zoom?
We can try, yes. Yes, we can. I think
I'm
we
getting
can.
my hip replaced the week before.
Oh, okay, well, yes.
yeah, that's no excuse. Jim's
Yeah.
here.
Hey.
Hip's here.
Hey,
He's tough as nails. I'm soft.
So other than- So yeah, we'll work on getting this.
if you need a walker, my wife's got an extra.
I got a walker. I'm ready to go.
So without any, does anybody have any outstanding business
One thing
issues?
real quick,
Oh, yes.
we have our seasoning auto ship to the ballpark for our grill food. And, sometimes our auto ship gets out of control. So, we have the Montreal chicken seasoning, we use this on our chicken and our tenderloins. I got a bunch of unopened in here, I know you,
I
I
took
got
one.
one, if anybody would like one to take home, try it out, find out what the secret to our grill is. On the shelf, so.
I'll take one, sure.
If you guys want one, anybody wants one, grab one and take one. That's it. That's all.
Thank you.
Thank you, Adam.
I motion to adjourn.
All right,
Second.
got a second? All right, we adjourn at 5:03.
Hey, that's a new record.
There's a new track record.
Yes. Great job.
Well done.
Because Rich wasn't here.
That's part of it.
Just tell Rich, look what we can do without you.